Jerry and Debbie will be back on this time tomorrow, but we are on the air because time is running out to get your name into our annual car raffle. The deadline to buy tickets is now less than 2 weeks away. The absolute last day to buy car raffle tickets is February 19th. Now, before we talk more about that, we want to get in some live interviews, but we want to start with prayer because prayer sustains us here at the Guadalupe Radio Network with everything we do. So if you join me now in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit, amen. Remember, O most gracious Virgin Mary, that never was it known that anyone who fled to thy protection, implored thy help, or sought thine intercession was left unaided. Inspired by this confidence, I fly unto thee, O Virgin of Virgins, my Mother. To thee do I come, before thee I stand, sinful and sorrowful. O Mother of the Word incarnate, despise not my petitions, but in thy mercy hear and answer me. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. As I had mentioned, the deadline to buy tickets for our GRN car raffle is now less than 2 weeks away. The last day to buy, February 19th. But right now, we are going to offer a special incentive during this hour, this 11 a.m. hour, for you to call in. Right now, we have volunteers here in our Houston office ready to take your calls to purchase car raffle tickets. So here's the deal. Here's what we're going to offer you. If you're among the first 10 people to call in during this hour and purchase 5 tickets over the phone with a debit or credit card, we'll give you an additional ticket for free. So if you buy $100 worth, you get an extra entry. The phone number to call is 877-757-9424. Again, if you have a debit or credit card and want to purchase, you can call in at 877-757-9424. We have all the information about our car raffle on our website as well. It's grnonline.com/raffle. That's grnonline.com/raffle. You can learn all about the Mercedes-Benz that we're raffling off. It's a nice car, by the way, folks. And you can buy tickets on our website as well. But again, if you want that incentive, if you want that extra ticket, that extra entry into our raffle, you need to call now and buy $100 worth, 877-757-9424. The car raffle is very important for the Guadalupe Radio Network. It helps us in our mission to broadcast authentic Catholic teachings with the intention of saving souls. Join us now via the power of the internet to talk more about the GRN car raffle is Sean Rice. Sean is the Vice President of Mission Development for the Guadalupe Radio Network. He's based out of San Antonio. Sean, thanks for joining us. You and I have been talking a lot these several weeks about the car raffle because this is my first time as a GRN employee to participate in selling tickets and going around to all these churches. Why is this raffle just so important for our network?
You know, that's a great question, Wyatt, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to be here and join you into promoting these last couple of weeks of the car raffle. So the importance of the car raffle is in the fact that during these winter months, if you will, January, February, March timeframe, for most nonprofits, which we are a 501c3 nonprofit, it's tough. So this allows us to get, through kind of these lean months, but it also gives, those who want to actively participate in this campaign, the opportunity to win a Mercedes-Benz, man. You mentioned how great, the vehicle is, and listeners can, go to the website. That's grnonline.com/raffle to check out the vehicle. It's a beautiful vehicle, 2024 Mercedes-Benz GLB250. It's an SUV style vehicle. And of course, it's nice. Yeah, it's very classy. And the cool thing about this year's campaign is a new component that we added. And this is the Pay It Forward campaign. So a lot of times people are very well aware of paying it forward, right? Paying forward that good deed, paying for somebody's lunch, paying for somebody's grocery bill, whatever the case. So you can do the same with the car raffle ticket. You purchase your ticket, one for $25 or 5 for $100, and you can also choose to pay it forward and maybe pass on this, this huge blessing for a first responder, a teacher, a family member in need, a priest or religious, sister, or whatever the case might be. And it is super, super awesome. We had the pleasure, or I had the pleasure, 2 of the last 3 years to announce the winner from the South and Central Texas listening area. Last year, The winner came from the North Texas listening area, with our executive director of North Texas, Dave Palmer had a chance to announce the winner last year. And what tends to happen, and this is what's so awesome. So if you have the pleasure of announcing the winner on February 23rd at the winners from that Houston area, it's such a great feeling because with each of these individuals who have won, it really is just a huge blessing for those who win. I mean, the stories that we hear, and how this family in need of a new vehicle, it's their main mode of transportation, whatever the case might be.
Sure.
It's super awesome, and I'm glad that you're on the air today to talk about that. And my goodness, as you mentioned, we have an anonymous person who is basically put up 10 free tickets, right? So for the first 10 callers who purchase $100 worth of tickets, that's again 5 for $100. Then you're gonna give an extra ticket. So it's basically, in essence, 2 bonus tickets for paying for 4 of them. How awesome is that?
Absolutely, Sean. It's a great point. And again, the phone number to call in, if you're here in the Houston area and you're listening to us, it's 877-757-9424. We have volunteers here in our Houston office standing by. And as Sean had mentioned, if you call in and buy $100, that's for what would be 5 tickets, you'll get that 6th entry for free. Again, volunteers standing by. Sean, you had mentioned that car, that nice Mercedes-Benz that we're raffling off, and I'm glad you had mentioned that pay it forward incentive as well, because one of the ways that we've been advertising, letting people know, I love that phrase we've been saying, know anyone who deserves a new car. It seems to be perfectly in line with our mission, because our mission is to preach the gospel and to preach about Jesus' example for all of us. And so it's always trying to think about, how can I be a blessing for someone else? And so that's a way you can do it. Just in some cases, even if you don't have that much amount of money, you can buy 1 ticket for $25 and do it as a pay it forward. So it's a great way that people can just help someone out, even if they just have a family friend trying to figure out how they can do something nice for them.
That's right, Wyatt. And I gotta think, when February 23rd rolls around, and as you mentioned, the last day to purchase tickets is February 19th, but the drawing will be held live, across the Guadalupe Radio Network airwaves, more than likely in that 7 o'clock hour of morning joy. They're going to do they're going to spin the drum, and we're going to pull out the names so everybody will know, who that winner is. But what's so awesome is that we're only going to pull out 1 ticket, right? So it only takes that one. So again, for the one that says, well, I can't do more than just the one. Hey, that's completely okay. It's just a beautiful effort that we all participate in. I mean, I know you guys done a great job in gathering volunteers to help sell tickets. As is the case across the entire network, for 7 weeks straight. We start this. We do a soft launch in December, as you've learned, Wyatt. And then I told you from the very beginning that you're going to be busy, right? So for 7 straight weeks, I know you've been out there. What will be 7 straight weeks? You'll be out there at the many parishes. You're going to be out there, with volunteers, selling tickets on your behalf, on our behalf. And it really just is a great way to get this GRN family that we so much love to really be involved and help out in this campaign. So I want to ask you a question, Wyatt. This is your first go at the car raffle campaign. Tell me and tell us, all tuning in, what has that experience been like for you?
That's a very good question. I appreciate you bringing that up, Sean, because you're absolutely right. One of the things that we've been doing, of course, is getting around to a bunch of the churches in the greater Houston area. So odds are a lot of people at different churches have seen either me or my colleague Tim Mott, also thanks to our GRN business manager, David Magianis, who was there at one point just several weeks ago at St. Elizabeth Ann Seton in Houston. So we've been bouncing around. I had mentioned St. Elizabeth Ann Seton, Sean. We've also been to St. Joseph, which is in Houston. Tim was at St. Justin Martyr. We've been to Holy Ghost, St. Angela Merici, the Church of the Annunciation, which is in downtown Houston. And this past weekend, we were at St. Lawrence. So those are just a few of the churches that we've been to. That doesn't even
Yeah.
include, the future, the additional conferences that we've been to, other
Yeah.
opportunities. So, like you're saying, Sean, the answer to your question is it can be a little hectic at first because you're bouncing around trying to talk to everybody, and luckily you're going to churches. So these are good people. These are Catholic people that share your
Yeah.
faith. But yeah, I would definitely say that we're all feeling kind of the hecticness of just kind of running around trying to meet everybody, shake people's hands, and let them know about our ministry, which is one of the most
Yeah.
important things too, Sean. As you know, it's not just about this car raffle, but if people do want
Right.
to call in, they can do so at 877-757-9424 here in Houston. But it's also about letting people know about how we're on a mission to save souls. So, and
Yeah.
oftentimes it's just letting people know that we're there, that we have a Catholic radio station, and that we welcome different church participants in the work that we do.
Yeah, you're 100% right, Wyatt. And one thing I always love to add, because yes, you have this, you have this active campaign. People have the opportunity to win this beautiful vehicle. But I think, and I think the most of us would agree, the main thing is to continue our mission of evangelization through the power of radio. And for every dollar, that people, give toward this campaign, as they do, through the different, fundraising campaigns like the Share-a-thons and stuff. These are dollars that, help us in our mission. I mean, we've got 45 stations across the Guadalupe Radio Network. And of course, as a nonprofit, we are at the mercy of God's divine providence and the generosity of those who tune in, and help support us in this way. So I think, I mean, you hit the nail on the head there, that raising awareness of the beauty, and impact that the Guadalupe Radio Network has. I mean, we've got a potential listenership of over 25 million souls, right? And it's a
Mhm.
mission of saving souls. It's a mission of drawing souls back to Christ, back to His church, through the programming that you continue to hear on the Guadalupe Radio Network. So it is awesome, and we are grateful for everybody who participates in that. And that number to call in, folks, for those of you tuning in right now, who would like the opportunity to support us in this way, and also have the chance, to get your ticket for a chance to win this beautiful vehicle, maybe pay it forward, as we've discussed, is 877-757-9424. I'm going to say it one more time. That's 877-757-9424. Plenty of volunteers standing by to take your call.
If you're just now listening or just now tuning in and joining us, this is Wyatt Goolsby, the Executive Director of KSHJ. I'm talking with Sean Rice. He's the Vice President of Mission Development for the Guadalupe Radio Network, and we've been talking about our GRN car raffle. So if you're wondering about our regular programming, Jerry and Debbie will be back tomorrow with Take Two, but we're doing a little bit of an incentive here in the Houston area. We are encouraging people to call in and buy raffle tickets. The number to call, 877-757-9424. If you call in right now and use a credit or debit card to buy 5 tickets, the incentive is we'll give you another entry for free. So if you buy $100 worth, it's like getting 6 raffle tickets, which is a pretty good deal. As we've been mentioned, or Sean, as you had mentioned, the raffle is for this 2024 Mercedes-Benz GLB250. Not only are we broadcasting over the air here in Houston, but we're also on YouTube, as well as on GRN Online Facebook group for Houston. It's GRN Houston Facebook group. So the people who are watching via video can actually see me holding up one of our little table toppers that has the night black Mercedes-Benz SUV, which is pretty cool. Now, I will say this, Sean, I don't know much about cars. I know you have a little bit more background with that. Just tell me again really quickly, if people win this, what kind of car is it? Why is it so cool?
So this is a 2024 Mercedes-Benz GLB250. And one thing that, most people have come to know is that when you hear the words Mercedes-Benz, this thing is classy. This thing is nice. And it's something very, it's going to be nice to kind of be at that red light, that stoplight. You're going to get some looks. This is a beautiful vehicle. From what I understand, it is going to be in black. And so, I mean, black is a nice, classy looking ride. Of course, you've got the alloy wheels. You've got a huge kind of display entertainment center in that too. But as you mentioned in the opening, people can go to the website to learn more about the vehicle. That's grnonline.com/raffle. Just want to talk about that pay it forward, component that also, we've been discussing here. If you purchase your ticket, you want to purchase your 5, you want to purchase a single ticket or more, you have the opportunity to say, hey, you know what? I'd like to go ahead and purchase that pay it forward ticket, and hopefully pass on that blessing to someone in need, first responder, priest, family member in need, teacher, whatever the case. Our goal at the beginning of this campaign was to sell 1,000 pay it forward tickets. All right. We're currently sitting at 537 right now. And really, with a couple of weeks left, and this is really the big push, that we tend to experience. This is a great opportunity to help somebody out in need.
All right. Well, we appreciate it. Sean Rice, Vice President of Mission Development for the Guadalupe Radio Network. We appreciate your coming on here on the program and talking to us all about the GRN car raffle. Again, the phone number, if you're here in the Houston area, to call in right now and buy some tickets is 877-757-9424. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll be talking with our GRN business manager, David Magianas, more about the car raffle. So stay with us.
Hi, this is Tim Mott, and I am excited to tell you that I am taking on a new role in the Guadalupe Radio Network. That means we're going to be hiring a new general manager for KSHJ here in Houston. This is a wonderful opportunity to join an apostolate striving for the highest level of professionalism, competence, ethics, and Catholic values. GRN is dedicated to spreading the knowledge, love, and practice of the Catholic faith by means of radio. The GRN offers a competitive salary and an amazing benefits package. If you are an active and faithful Catholic and want to explore a career with the Guadalupe Radio Network, you can submit your resume and a cover letter describing why you want to come to work for the GRN at careers@grnonline.com. That's careers@grnonline.com. May God richly bless you.
Thousands will soon gather in downtown Houston in support of Catholic education. Registration is open for Steps for Students, the annual 5K run walk that raises awareness for Catholic schools in the Archdiocese of Galveston, Houston. Saturday, February 10th is the day. Mass at the Co-Cathedral starts at 7 a.m. with the race slated for 8:30. Even if you can't make it in person, there is a virtual option. To register, visit stepsforstudents.org. That's steps, the number 4, students.org.
Welcome back, Houston. You are listening to KSHJ, the Guadalupe Radio Network station here in Houston. My name is Wyatt Goolsby, the Executive Director of AM 1430. This morning we are broadcasting live out of our studio in place of your regular programming to bring you this GRN car raffle special. The reason why we're on the air? Well, because we're quickly running out of time to purchase raffle tickets for our GRN car raffle, and so we hope that you'll be able to either buy online or you can call in right now and take advantage of a little incentive that we're doing just here in the greater Houston area. The phone number to call in is 877-757-9424. Again, that phone number to call in right now is 877-757-9424. Right now we have volunteers standing by here in our Houston office ready to take your call, and what we're hoping you'll do is you'll call in and you'll buy 5 tickets for $100. The first 10 people to do so, first individuals, will get an additional ticket if they buy 5 tickets for $100. You can also call in and simply buy 1 for $25. You can also pay it forward if you want to buy a ticket for yourself and a ticket for someone else. Maybe you know somebody, a friend or family member, who might be in need of a car. This is a great way that you can potentially be a blessing for someone else. Purchase a raffle ticket for them. As I had mentioned, right now we're live in our Houston studio, and joining me now to talk more about the car raffle is our GRN business manager, David Magianas. David, welcome in. Thank you so much for coming in and telling us a little bit about everything that we're doing. It's a busy time for us here right now.
Yeah, thank you, Wyatt, for inviting me. This is exciting times, and I love doing this. That we have the capabilities to jump in and do a special show for all the special events that we have throughout the year. So this is one of them, is the car raffle season that we're in right now. And GRN family, it's been a while since I've been on the radio, and so welcome, and thank you for joining us. You know, this is fun. This is exciting. As Wyatt and Sean had mentioned, so let me back up a second. I am the business manager now for the Guadalupe Radio Network, the whole network.
Which is a big job.
It's a big job because I get to see all the numbers. And, you know, I get to see behind the scenes of all the hard work that the GMs, the executive directors, everybody involved in selling the tickets from our volunteers, the employees, everybody helping us. I see on the backside all the hard work coming into play because, for example, this past Sunday, Wyatt, my inbox for my emails exploded. It exploded. I had 186 emails come in, and that was just because of online sales.
Wow.
Yeah, and so GRN listener, you know, what's happening on the backside is that we put together a QR code, and so everybody in the network has this QR code, and on YouTube and Facebook, we're showing that.
If you
oh
want
yeah,
to.
I can do that.
You got the
I
tail
can do
down,
that
you
as
hold
well.
that up.
So you know, we have this we have this QR code that's really easy to use. And Wyatt, I just want to promote that real quick. Is that you know, with your phone, with your smartphone, you basically it takes you to the website.
Yeah.
And you fill in all the information off your phone. You know, put in your credit card information, and boom, you've just bought 5 tickets. And then depending on where you're at, and you know, we will fill those out in Midland, or the person that is selling the tickets there will fill those out for you as well.
That's
and,
right.
You know, the beauty of this is that, you know, it's easy to do. You can do it at home as well at grnonline.com. Let me give the phone number as well, 877-757-9424, 877-757-9424. And it's just, we're trying to make it easy for all our listeners that want to support Catholic radio. And this is one of the tools that we've been using here. And but right now is a special time, Wyatt, right? Because we've got incentives for our listeners to take advantage of, right?
And we appreciate the anonymous donation of somebody being willing to match the first 10 callers for this hour of those people who buy 5 tickets or more. But if you buy 5 tickets for $100, we'll give you an additional one for free. So again, that phone number, as you mentioned, David, is 877-757-9424. Again, we're so thankful to our volunteers. You had mentioned them and all the people that support this network, because we are 100% listener supported, and this is such an important car raffle for us, a big fundraiser, if you will, in these months of January and February especially. And so right now we have 3 volunteers standing by. So I want to thank Sharon, as well as Gabe, as well as Alan, and then, of course, Esmeralda for all of their help right now. Because like I said, we can't do this without the help of regular folks here in Houston who help to sustain us and keep us on the air.
Yeah, as you mentioned about the Houston office, you know, we're you know, it's a nonprofit ministry, and so we take that very seriously in terms of, you know, how to manage our work, being very efficient with the talents that we've received from God. But we can only do so much, Wyatt. And so the help of our volunteers is very, very crucial for the success of you know, the network, the local stations, everything involved in that. Our volunteers are really crucial, and we love them. And if you're listening and would like to be a volunteer, reach out to Wyatt at grnonline.com. If you feel compelled and you're listening to us right now and say, hey, you know what? I can help sell tickets, because, Wyatt, I just counted. We got 12 days left.
Yeah,
12 days left in selling.
We're less than 2 weeks away.
I know, and it's incredible how fast it's moving. And I know you guys have been busy, and I see the hard work, but Wyatt, I know you can always use some extra help. And
absolutely.
And so volunteers, listeners, if you want to be a volunteer, call in or send an email to Wyatt at grnonline.com. Let me give the phone number again, 877-757-9424. If you're listening and you're wondering what's happening, well, you know, this is a very special event for the GRN network. Here locally, we have put together a little show The intro music from Tim kind of set that up really nice, and it was really cool, Tim. I like that. But this is really neat. What we can do on Catholic radio, we can do this kind of stuff, and we ask for forgiveness because I know we got some really good, dedicated listeners for Debbie and Jerry.
That's right. Yep.
That want to listen right now. But this is very important to us as well here locally. So Wyatt, you're the executive director here, and what a great idea to do this. Give an opportunity to, if you've been thinking about buying a ticket. Or tickets, 5 tickets, now's the time because you get an extra one, right, Wyatt?
Now is a great time. Again, if you call in right now, our volunteers are standing by at 877-757-9424. Again, 877-757-9424. You can buy a pay it forward ticket for somebody else, or you can buy 5 tickets. And if you do so, it's 1 ticket for $25, 5 for $100. If you buy 5 for $100, we'll give you an additional one for free. That's only going on if you call in with a debit or credit card right now for this 1-hour special that we're doing to promote our car raffle. David, I want to go back to that because you said you've been looking at some of these numbers. You're the GRN business manager, so you've been watching all of these online sales come in, and they've been especially good here in the Houston area. I think a lot of people definitely like the convenience of going in to online, the grnonline.com/raffle, because they buy it, they can purchase it securely, and then they get an email receipt. So my question is, the other thing that we're tracking that you'd mentioned was the pay it forward tickets. Again, explain to me pay it forward. What exactly do we mean by that, and how many do we have? What's our goal with that?
Good question, Wyatt. So I've been here with Tim here at the Guadalupe Radio Network at KSHJ for the last 4 years. So I've had my experiences of going out to the parishes, the bookstores, restaurants, and so really, Wyatt, we've been kind of doing that, or the people that have been buying tickets have been doing that. We just didn't call it pay forward because we have a lot of great Catholics that want to buy tickets for their pastor, for their favorite priest. And it's very funny because I always make a big deal out of it because I remember being out at C's or St. Maximilian Kolbe, and they want to buy some tickets for Father, and I said, yeah, please do it. Put your name, but put his name on there as well, so we know that it's for him. And then Father will come out after Mass, and I say, Father, hey, so and so bought some tickets for you, and he's like, oh no, what would it look like if I show up here at the parish in a new Mercedes? And I said, hey, Father, that's a gift from God, so a gift from one of your parishioners, and but moving forward, we now call it pay it forward. So it's the same concept. You're buying a ticket for someone else, and what a great blessing. What a great blessing if our winner is a pay it forward ticket. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that?
It'd be pretty cool, and I'm glad you explained that, saying hey, they could buy it for their priest or their pastor, because I've just been thinking about family, friends, that kind of stuff. Maybe they know somebody's in need of a car, which of course is great if they do so.
Right.
But you're right, I hadn't even thought about it. If they got their favorite priest or the favorite pastor, put their name in there. Why not?
They show up in a Mercedes.
They show up in a Mercedes.
Yeah.
It'll be nice. But they'll also know that the priest didn't pay for it themselves, right?
No, and I'm glad you brought that up. I wanted to bring this up. It's important, and maybe we don't talk about it enough, but at the Guadalupe Radio Network, the leadership team decided that, we want to go that extra step and pay for the taxes, the income taxes.
Okay.
All right, so basically what that means is that you win this car. It's valued at I don't remember exactly. Don't quote me, but roughly $30,000 to $40,000, right?
Yeah.
Well, of course, Uncle Sam. Uncle Sam. He's gonna want to take a portion, a cut of that, because it's a gift, right?
Right.
So the leadership team from the Guadalupe Radio Network decided, you know what? We want to help out on that. We will pay for that tax.
Which is a big deal.
It's a big deal. It's a big chunk of money. And so a lot of questions came up in the past of, wow, that's a beautiful car, but, I don't know if I can afford the taxes.
Right.
Well, we've answered that question. We can take care of those taxes. Now, you still have to pay for your other tax, title, and license. That's the normal TTL with the dealer. This is with the dealer, but we're dealing with Uncle Sam. So it's a very simple process, and I lead that effort. I'll reach out to the winner, and I need information from them.
Mm-hmm.
Our tax accountant then takes care of the rest, and they don't have to worry about that tax from Uncle Sam. So what a beautiful gift, Wyatt, that we offer from the Guadalupe Radio Network.
Absolutely. And I can tell you, David, we were talking about how we've been going out to all these churches and talking with people like we normally do here in Houston and let them know about the car raffle sales. Usually we're after Mass, selling car raffle tickets at our little table outside. So odds are you've either seen us or are going to see us in the next several weeks, somebody with the Guadalupe Radio Network.
Right.
But I was going to say it's great because, we're able to get the word out also about our mission, because as much as we can talk about the car, as much as we can talk about the possibility of winning, what you're also doing by purchasing a raffle ticket is supporting our nonprofit. Because as you were noting, David, we're a nonprofit ministry, and so we don't do typical commercials.
No.
Not on this. Again, we are media ministry, a radio apostolate, so we're sustained. We're 100% listener sustained. That's why we have to do this.
That's huge.
That's why we're on the air. That's why we have to do it, so that we can stay on the air to keep Catholic teaching here.
So you're saying we don't get money from the Vatican?
No, that's right. We wish.
No, from the Archdiocese.
That's right.
We don't get money from any. Let me back up. So, but not money, not from the Archdiocese or the Vatican.
Right. We should clarify. We promote authentic Catholic teaching, but you're right. We're not run directly under the Vatican nor the Archdiocese of Galveston, Houston. But our goal, of course, is in line with theirs, which is to save souls, to bring souls to heaven. And so that's why we're a group of people who want to get on the air and promote authentic Catholic teaching. But we know that we need everybody's help to do that. That'd be true whether or not we would be supported or not. We need people your regular folks out there to do that. So they can call in 877-757-9424. You're going to say, David?
Yeah, and you beat me to it. 877-757-9424. So look, if I'm all about the website. The use of the QR code and using that. But for right now, for the next 28 minutes, if you were thinking about going online, go ahead and make that phone call. I think Tim had told us that 2 people have already called in.
Oh, wow. Okay, so we've already got some. Okay.
Yeah. So but we need more, because you got 8 more opportunities, right?
That's true. We had an anonymous donation give us 10 tickets, but to use as an incentive. So like you said, we've got 2. But we've got 8 more.
8 more, and we want you to take advantage of that. We want, so don't go online for the next 28 minutes.
That's right. If you're listening right now, this is a special. This is a special here.
Yeah, and you know what? What I was just thinking, make that extra ticket a pay-it-forward ticket.
Yeah, you could do that too.
Right?
That's true.
Yeah. So that extra ticket, so you were thinking about buying 5 tickets, right? And you'll get that extra one as the 5th one. But the 6th one, that one extra one, make that a pay-it-forward ticket to help us reach our goal. We have sold 537. Look, we have 12 days. We can still hit 1,000 as our goal. And with God, anything is possible. Anything is possible. So, again, let me give a couple of dates. The phone number, 877-757-9424. The last day to buy tickets is February 19th.
Right.
12 midnight. I want to throw that in. So it officially closes at 12 midnight.
That's right.
That Monday night. And then the drawing, as Sean had mentioned earlier, drawing is Friday, February 23rd, roughly around the 7 o'clock a.m. Central Time Zone time frame, where on the Morning Joy they will make that announcement.
And that's exciting that we're going to be announcing the winner.
I can't remember
on the radio.
Were you here last year when we did that?
I was not. I joined right afterwards, David. So I've been now with the Guadalupe Radio Network, specifically here in Houston at KSHJ now for 11 months with this radio station. So this is the first time to really hear the actual announcement.
Yeah, so everybody's listening in the network. All of our listening audience is listening, but can you imagine if they pull the ticket and it's so-and-so, Houston, Texas?
That'd be so much fun.
And guess what? Obviously, you get to make the phone call.
I'll make the phone call.
But
I have this funny feeling you'll be with me.
And what you get to figure out is like, okay, how do we get that car down to Houston? Do I get to drive it?
There you go.
And then,
fun.
I think, can we safely say this, that the first bumper sticker is free and that we can put it on the car?
I think so.
We can make that happen?
I think we can make that happen.
Okay, yeah.
Easily.
So
it's fun.
So White, it would be awesome if for your first year present,
Right.
To make that phone call to somebody here locally in Houston.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. So again, the phone number to call is 877-757-9424. I'm getting into my share-a-thon mode here, but the phone number to call, 877-757-9424. Wyatt is doing this special radio show here. It's only got 25 minutes left, but Wyatt is using his time now. What I love about this ministry, Wyatt, is that it's pretty unique. Mm-hmm. Don't you think? A radio apostolate?
That's true. I do want to say that when you call in or you go online and buy a raffle ticket, it's interesting as a ministry. It's a little bit different than if you were supporting, typical other ministries in the sense that we broadcast, we promote other Catholic ministries. We invite them to come on, and we do interviews. We have a show on Mondays, Catholic Lunch Break.
Good show.
We also allow them to do 30-second spots. We offer that for churches and pastors for free.
Free.
So they can promote if they have a festival, if they have a blood drive, if something's going on like that. They can
barbecue sale,
barbecue
Super
sales.
Bowl barbecue, whatever.
Absolutely. In fact, earlier during this hour, we heard your own voice promoting some of the stuff that's going on. I think Steps for Students is coming up.
And that's where we're going Saturday, right?
That's right. Saturday morning we'll be there. Steps for Students is a good walk. It's a 5K walk / run there near the Co-Cathedral of the Sacred Heart in downtown Houston. And that's always fun for us to be there. But again, in order for us to be there, to stay on the air, to broadcast, that's why we need people's help. And that's why we do specials like this, to let people know that we're doing the car raffle, that it's important to us, and if they buy, it helps us in that mission of evangelization to help to promote all those other things here in the greater Houston area.
So what you're saying is that we stay connected, and you help us, we help you, because we're helping parishes, we're helping the Archdiocese with the Steps for Students. You had told me earlier in the week you and I are going to two Catholic bookstores. Is that right?
That's right. So we got on this Friday, here's what's on the agenda. We got Little Flower Catholic Books and Gifts. That's in Katy.
A new location.
New location. We've been to Little Flower before, but this one is in their new location in Katy. And I've stopped by there. It's very nice.
Oh, is it?
They got lots of room and everything. Lots of things to check out. And then the next week's Friday, we're going to be at
St. Francis
of Assisi Gifts. That's right, in Houston. So
yeah.
That'll be fun, too. We're always glad to be there at St. Francis of Assisi Gifts. They actually have their own incentive as well for people come and buy raffle tickets when we're broadcasting there. So stay tuned with us here and stick with the Guadalupe Radio Network because you want to keep listening to what we're up to.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. So Wyatt, this will be your first opportunities to do that. You get on the air, you get to interview people that buy tickets,
right.
Interview the owners, and it's a lot of fun when you're out and about in the public and just telling people about Guadalupe Radio Network. Let me give the phone number, 877-757-9424. It's a special show for our car raffle. We are trying to sell 8 more opportunities to buy 5 tickets for $100. You get 1 extra free. So that's what we're doing. That's why we're on the air. But Wyatt, I'm excited for you because you are, as your new role here, you're the face for Houston now, and your face has been out there a lot. And
that's right. We're also broadcasting this on YouTube and Facebook.
So
good
really, point.
Yeah, our faces are out there as well as broadcasting over the air.
Yeah, good
point.
Yes. Good point. And so I'm excited for you because you get to do these opportunities. And again, we got 12 days left to sell car raffle tickets, and it's very important for the ministry, just like you had said. And the overall goal is to save souls.
That's right. And we're going to continue to do that. We're going to take a break right now, but I want to thank you, David Magianis, GRN Business Manager, for coming on and talking to us all about this GRN.
Did I do
raffle.
okay?
You did great. I appreciate it.
Okay,
Hey,
all right.
A lot of information to cover, so I appreciate you're going through it. There's a lot more to say, but we're going to take a break right now. And when we come back, I'm going to talk with one of the volunteers who's been helping answer some of the phones, and we'll talk more about why people want to support our ministry. Again, we'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Would you like to have a new car? This is your chance to enter the raffle to win a Mercedes-Benz 2024. All you have to do is go to grnonline.com and buy tickets for yourself and buy that extra one for your loved one. 1 ticket is $25, or you can buy 5 tickets for $100 and support the Guadalupe Radio Network. Don't miss this big opportunity to win a car. Not just any car, but luxurious Mercedes-Benz. Thank you, and God bless.
Southeast Houston Cardiology is a proud sponsor of this Guadalupe Radio Network station and The Doctor Is In with Dr. Ray Garendi. Southeast Houston Cardiology has been serving patients with heart disease and vascular disease with up-to-date, compassionate, and comprehensive care for more than 20 years. Southeast Houston Cardiology has 2 locations, Webster and Pasadena. You can contact them online at southeasthoustancardiology.com or 281-338-4004.
Hi friends, what day is February 14th? Well, it's St. Valentine's Day, but it's also Ash Wednesday and the kickoff day for the campaign for 40 Days for Life outside the Planned Parenthood on the Gulf Freeway, praying for an end to abortion. And so I invite you to join me, Father Paul Felix, and your fellow defenders of life outside the Planned Parenthood on Gulf Freeway, Wednesday, February 14th, 7 a.m. Let us pray for the sanctity of life. See you then.
Welcome back, Houston. You are listening to KSHJ, the Guadalupe Radio Network station here in Houston. This is Wyatt Goolsby, Executive Director of AM 1430, and you are listening to a special show, a special program, our GRN Car Raffle Special. Tomorrow we'll be back with Take Two with Jerry and Debbie during this time slot, but right now we are doing something very special because we are promoting our GRN Car Raffle, and this is a limited time here. We're quickly running out of time, both in terms of weeks and in terms of time for this program, because we'll be raffling off a car. The absolute last day to buy tickets is February 19th. And for at least the next 28 minutes, you can call in right now and get a special incentive. If you call in here in the Houston area, it's 877-757-9424. You call again, that number, 877-757-9424. You call in, we have volunteers standing by here in Houston, and if you buy 5 tickets, it's 5 raffle tickets for our car raffle for $100, we will give you an extra entry, an extra ticket for free. But that's only if you call in within the next 28 minutes, and we want to be able to hit a total of 10 people. It's for 10 people total, and we're going to, as I mentioned, we have volunteers who sustain us. They help us to be able to keep us on the air. And so that's why right now I've pulled away one of our volunteers who was answering the phones, Gabe Cortez, longtime supporter of our radio station. Gabe, thanks so much for taking time just to come over here and chat with me real quick.
You're welcome, Wyatt. It's a pleasure being here and helping Catholic Radio. KSHJ.
Absolutely. And I want to thank you, Gabe, and your wife, Sarah, as well, that you guys have been longtime supporters. You've also answered phones for some of our other share-a-thons, as well as answering phones today. What is it about this ministry that says, yeah, I want to participate or I want to help this ministry out?
I believe it's a most cost-effective way to evangelize. You know, if you look at advertising on the Super Bowl, for what we spend here at the radio station just to keep going in a year's time wouldn't buy us 2 seconds on the Super Bowl advertising. So it's a great apostolate, and I fully support it.
I know that you were answering phone calls earlier. Do we know how many tickets we've sold so far, Gabe? What do we got?
We're about 5, halfway through.
Okay, we've up to 5. Oh, fantastic.
Yes. So there's still time. Come call us up. We have volunteers waiting to take your calls. So you have a good chance of getting 6 tickets for the price of $100.
That's right. Again, only about 16 minutes left, actually. It's 877-757-9424. And again, volunteers like Gabe Cortez are standing by ready to answer your phone call. Again, you can call in and buy. It's 1 for $25, 5 for $100. Gabe, tell me a little bit about also the folks when you answer the phone. I think one of the benefits of you volunteering being here is the fact that you know that your efforts are promoting the ministry, and you know you're going to get fairly friendly people on the phone. I mean, it's people who do want to help out and share the same values that you do.
Yes, that's correct. And we also often get prayer requests from people that are in need. They listen on the radio and they ask for us to pray for them, which we do. So that is one of the benefits that I get from volunteering here. That's a personal benefit, being able to connect with other fellow Catholics.
Yeah, and I know that's been a big help because like you were talking about, our ministry kind of helps to connect people in that sense, because we're broadcasting, getting the word out about everything that we do in terms of what you're talking about, evangelization. That's actually helped in some cases for you to connect with your own group. Tell me, you and Sarah run the Catholic Literary Arts.
Yes, CatholicLiteraryArts.org is our website, where we teach people of all ages how to improve their creative writing. So poetry, fiction, spiritual journaling, sacred story. And our signature camp is at University of St. Thomas, June 10th through 14th this year. We typically have about 200 students starting at the 3rd grade and going through the 12th grade.
It's an exciting time for sure, and a busy 2024. So we're wishing you guys every success with that. And we're so happy that there are people who are willing to call in, donate to this radio station, so that we're able to continue to get the word out about those and other Catholic-related events like that. I know, Gabe, you've also been to some of our other things with the Guadalupe Radio Network, like prayer breakfast. I'm guessing that also helps you kind of stay connected with the Catholic community as well.
Yes, it helps me to see the various parishes throughout the city, the Archdiocese. We also get to network with other fellow Catholics, which is wonderful. That's part of the reason for the prayer breakfast, as I understand it. And we just have a great time. It's a great way to start the day.
Like I said, you and your wife, Sarah, have helped us out. You participate in things with Guadalupe Radio Network. What would you say to someone who said to you, well, why should I buy a raffle ticket for this network? Why would it be worth my time or effort even just calling in?
You can get the Word of God, the truth of God, out to so many people for just a few pennies a day. You know, it is really worth it. It's a very cost-effective way of doing it. When you're driving, turn your radio on, listen to KSHJ. You can get a lot of great information, learn about our Catholic faith.
Excellent. Very good. Well, like I said, I really appreciate, again, your continued support. Appreciate your taking a moment, Gabe Cortez, to step away and talk with us a little bit about what's going on in our other room where we have volunteers standing by. Again, if you want to call them and talk to the volunteers, it's 877-757-9424. And as you had mentioned, we had 5 people call in so far to buy 5 tickets for $100. So all of those people who have called in so far will get that extra ticket. But we still have 5 more because we had that anonymous donation to give us an incentive. So again, 877-757-9424. Again, my thanks to you, Gabe Cortez. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we will wrap things up. One last interview and just a little bit of time left to be able to call to get that incentive. Again, you're listening to the Guadalupe Radio Network, KSHJ.
Ready, set, go! St. Angela Merici in Missouri City is getting ready for Mardi Gras with a gumbo cook-off and carnival.
Come join the party on Saturday, February 10th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. The best part, all the money goes towards supporting the church youth ministry.
Volunteers are also needed. Buy your tickets now at St. Angela Merici's website, stamericigh.com.
That's stamericigh.com.
The Archdiocesan Offices of Evangelization and Catechesis, Adolescent Evangelization and Catechesis, and the Vicar for Catholics of African Descent invite you to a special event Saturday, February 17th at St. Mary of the Purification Catholic Church. Join us for Songs of Our Hearts, Meditations of Our Souls, a Lenten morning of prayer in the African American Catholic tradition. For more information, contact the Office of Evangelization and Catechesis at 713-741-8796.
For 25 years, Holy House Academy of the Cathedral of Our Lady of Walsingham has been enriching homeschooling families with a faith-filled program for children pre-K through 12th grade. Come celebrate this milestone with us. Holy House Academy's gala is on Saturday, February 10th in the Parish Banquet Hall. Join us for cocktails, dinner, auction, a live band, and dancing. You can buy tickets at olwcatholic.org under Events tab, olwcatholic.org.
Welcome back, Houston. You are listening to KSHJ, Guadalupe Radio Network station here in Houston, and you are listening to a GRN car raffle special show. We are broadcasting live out of our studio right here in Houston. Take 2 with Jerry and Debbie will be back at this time tomorrow, but time is now running out to make sure you buy your tickets for our annual car raffle. Again, the deadline to buy tickets and now less than 2 weeks away. The absolute last day to buy is February 19th. My name is Wyatt Goolsby, the executive director of this station. For this past hour, we have been doing interviews and trying to promote the work that we do with our ministry and letting people know that they can buy car raffle tickets. And for this year, we are raffling off a 2024 Mercedes-Benz GLB250, a really nice car. If an individual buys it or if a family ends up winning it, it's going to be a real blessing. And so we appreciate people who have been buying, especially during this hour, 5 tickets or more. You can buy 1 ticket for $25 or 5 for $100. And so we've had volunteers standing by and taking phone calls at 877-757-9424. We've been providing an extra incentive for people who call in and buy 5 tickets for $100, and that is only going to be going on for the next 7 minutes or so, and that is if you buy 5 tickets, we'll give you a 6th entry for free. So we'll give you an additional raffle ticket, but that's only going on if you call in at 877-757-9424. That's a special that we're doing right here in Houston thanks to an anonymous donation. But again, you got to call in to get that one. In the meantime, if you want to learn more about the details about our raffle, what's going on with the car, give me the details on what we could possibly win. We've put all that on our website, so you can read all about it. It's grnonline.com/raffle. That's grnonline.com/raffle. And again, we are a 100% listener-supported media ministry, so we don't sell commercials in that traditional sense. We need your help, and so that's why we do fundraisers like this one, which is a really important one that we do during the month of January and February every year. I want to take a moment now to acknowledge all the help that we've been getting during this program from our senior production manager, Tim Mott. He's been helping run the board and keep us on the air. Tim, thanks so much for your help. You have been kind of helping me figure out this whole GRN car raffle thing, which is, really in depth. We've been bouncing around churches and things like that. Tell me about just some of the churches that you've stopped by so far just this year.
Oh, you're making me think while I'm on the air here. So I got to talk. I got to switch cameras, and I got to think and remember.
That's true.
So the most recent one, that I. No, it wasn't the most recent. The most recent was St. Lawrence, and that's great. Right. I love St. Lawrence down in South Sugar Land. Great church there. And so many people, when they come up to the table at St. Lawrence, they're saying, "Oh yeah, I remember you guys from last year. I remember buying those raffle tickets. I'll do it again." Yeah. And there was one lady who's like, "I don't even care about the car. I just love your radio station. I want to give you some business here by purchasing raffle tickets." And I said, "Well, what you need to do is pay it forward because if you don't care about the car, you could bless somebody else with that." So she bought those tickets for her son. And that was really, really cool. Call in now, 877-757-9424, and you can get double your bonus right now because, it's usually buy 4, get 1 free. Four tickets for $100 because they're $25 each. You get that 5th one free. Well, if you call in right now while we have a few of these incentives left, you get a 6th one free, so you double that bonus ticket. 6 tickets for $100 right now at 877-757-9424. And I've been watching the phones light up over here. I'm not answering them while we're on the air. Letting them go to the volunteers.
You have so much to do, Tim, and that's why I say we're so appreciative if you're helping us out. You're running the board.
Another one. There's another one coming right now.
There we go. You're running the board. You're talking with me, and you're monitoring the fact that we're getting phone calls coming in here in our Houston office at 877-757-9424. So again, if people want to call in, they can use a debit or credit card, buy 5 tickets for $100, and get that extra one as a free entry. And I appreciate, Tim, you're mentioning the pay it forward because that's something new that we're doing this year. People have always bought tickets for someone else, but now it's really an opportunity for people to think about, hey, if I know somebody who might be deserving of a car, friend, family member, or even their own priest in some cases, they can put their name down. They put their own name down, they buy it, and then the person that they're buying it for. And how cool would that be if we're able to pull that person's name out and it be a person who's really in need of a car, maybe an individual or a family, so that would be great as well. You had mentioned, Tim, that we were at St. Lawrence. We've been bouncing around all of these parishes in Houston for the last several weeks, and we'll be doing so for the next 2 weeks ahead because we're less than 2 weeks away until the end of all of the sales. I did want to mention you were also at another church before St. Lawrence, which was St. Justin Martyr, I believe, and you got a really positive response from there as well. Justin Martyr, that's the I was going to say, actually, the other one that was there was St. Angela Merici, too.
That's the one that I was trying to think of first.
Yeah.
Because St. Angela Merici asked for something very special.
Right.
They asked for us to come and do a broadcast from their location. It was really cold that day. I told them that I was hoping to do it outside on the plaza so people could stop by, but she's like, no, it's too cold. No one's gonna no one's going to stop by if you're out there on the plaza. So we did it inside in the narthex, in between masses. I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to be sure that we're not broadcasting during a mass. Don't want to be disturbing the Holy Eucharist at all. But it was really cool because after I went up and did the announcement at the end of mass, immediately walked back out, jumped on the air, started broadcasting. People came out. So I had volunteers helping me sell raffle tickets right there. We were interviewing people from the parish and encouraging people to buy their raffle tickets online. And then we ended with Father John Cahoon, and right after that, the next mass started. It was like I'd never done one of those before.
Couldn't have timed it better, right?
It was pretty darn cool. But that was just one of the things we did for St. Angela Marucci. Sold so many tickets there. It was a beautiful thing. 877-757-9424. Call in now and double your bonus. I think they still have one or two of those extra bonus tickets left. So normally $25 for one ticket, so we give you a bonus when you buy four. Buy four, get one free. Right now, we have extra bonuses, so you double that bonus and get a 6th ticket free when you buy 4 tickets at 1-800-476, sorry, wrong number. It's 877-757-9424.
There we go. Yeah.
And we are coming up on the end of the show here, White. I don't want to step on your toes, but you got about 60 seconds to talk.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you're keeping me up to speed, Tim. Like I said, you're doing so much with your new role as senior production manager, and we really appreciate that because you've been kind of helping me to kind of figure out how we do this car raffle. Again, I myself have only been the executive director of this station for 11 months now, so this is the full run of the first time to go.
You're
the
almost
full
there,
run
man.
Of the car raffle.
Almost
yeah.
there.
So we're almost there, but it's an exciting time. But as we mentioned, time is quickly running out. Ash Wednesday is quickly approaching. Lent is quickly approaching, and the last day to buy raffle tickets is February 19th. But again, as you mentioned, Tim, if they call in right now, less than 60 seconds away, they can get an extra incentive, an extra raffle ticket. Again, they call in at 877-757-9424. Say you want to buy 5 tickets for $100. We will give you that extra one for free. So it's essentially like buying 6 tickets for $100. Again, 877-757-9424. We want to take a moment to thank all of you, our Guadalupe Radio Network supporters, listeners, our volunteers, because you help to keep this ministry on the air. It's thanks to you. We're 100% listener-supported ministry. Thank you so much. You've been listening to a GRN Car Raffle Special. We'll now return you back after this to your regular GRN programming. Thanks again.